Yeah. I have saved my children's lives a few times because they would try to step in front of a scooter.
And you just yank them out like...
Yep, I would grab them and be like, oh, no, we're not. Don't do that. And then every time I'm like, this is why we don't do it, because that scooter's going to win and you're going to lose.
We want to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Touring & Cruises. Here's something you might not know. Booking with a travel advisor doesn't cost you anything. Disney pays them after you travel. You'll pay the same price you see online, but Touring & Cruises adds an enhanced level of service. Their expert advisors watch for discounts and apply them automatically, even after you book. And it's not just Disney. They can help with cruises, Universal, and all kinds of vacations. Whether you want help planning it all, or just someone in your corner if plans change, they're here to help. And yes, they'll wait on hold with Disney 4 hours, so you don't have to. So when you're ready to plan your next trip, head to touringandcruises.com and tell them Rope Drop Radio sent you. Now, let's rope drop.
Helping you navigate the Disney parks.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
You're listening to Rope Drop Radio.
Welcome to another Rope Drop Radio. I am Doug McKnight here with Lauren Shields. And Lauren, it's been a wild, hectic day as I get ready to venture off onto the Disney Destiny.
I know, I'm jealous.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. But you just got back from a cruise, so you're fine. You're fine.
But it's the new Disney ship. That's exciting. Ship.
So, I mean, I hope it's all ready to go for the maiden voyage. Hopefully they broke it in just the right amount with the preview sailings. You know, they worked out the kinks so that they can welcome me aboard to my grand suite on the second floor. But, you know, details.
Suite on the second floor. Let me know how that goes.
Yeah, I don't think it is. Hey, ocean view, though. Ocean view on the second floor.
Have a window.
Have a window. I would be fine without a window. You know, if I have to row for a few hours a day, whatever gets me there. I'm fine with it. So, yeah, that's what's happening. What's going on in your neck of the woods? Did you celebrate a birthday today?
Mickey's birthday? See, I almost forgot. You reminded me. Thank you. It is Mickey and Minnie's birthday.
Yes, both of their birthdays.
7?
They look good. Right? They look pretty good for their age. I hope
I look good like that when I'm 97.
I stopped lighting the candles a while ago for them. So, you know, I know 100's coming up. That's going to be, I think, a fun year. I think they'll do some neat things for 100 because they do some good things like that. So that will be a good one.
So I have my Mickey sweatshirt on for his birthday. The kids will plug the Stuffy of the week. Go check it out on YouTube. You can watch the video to see who it is. But it's not Mickey. The girls didn't pick Mickey. So you have to go see who it is.
No, it's a good one. Make sure you put in the comments on YouTube who the Stuffy is, and then we'll love you forever, or we'll know that you're smart. I don't know. We just appreciate the comments on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is Rope Drop Radio. Very creatively named. And our Patreon after show, we're going to talk about something pretty major, would you say?
Oh, maybe?
Yeah.
A little major?
A little bit. Yeah, it's a thing. It's happening. Whether we want it to or not, it's happening. Yeah,
we got
to happen.
The after show out. Speaking of Patreons, we don't have any new ones this week, but thank you to all of our Patreons. Please check us out on patreon.com. We have a weekly bonus after show where we're going to talk about the thing we just mentioned. Last week's episode, we did not mean for this to happen, but I think the after show ended up being like the highlight of the evening when we recorded.
Oops.
There were some fun questions on there, so check it out.
I think we got him a little more lively. Like the pressure was off of the main recording.
Relaxed.
Yes, it's hard to be a guest on a podcast sometimes. So
he was a little nervous. So he did. Yeah, he
loosened up.
Guests loosen up on the after show. So it's a good time to check it out. Doug covers the latest Disney news once a week, and you also have a chance to win a $25 Disney gift card. We are going to do that sometime in December. So that is coming up.
Yes, and possibly no news this week though, as I will be on the Disney Destiny. So. But there'll be some sort of bonus audio.
I was going to say, that's a good time to do some bonus.
There'll be some bonus audio at that same level the news is at about the Destiny, probably. So check there In place of news will be Destiny news, I suppose.
Ooh,
so there you go. Another great way to support the show is just make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're subscribed or liked or clicked or whatever your app needs you to do so that you're always getting the show every week. And leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Leave a 5-star review. We will read it on air and love you forever. This one is titled Such Chemistry by Mel Bliss 2004. So it makes me wonder if she's 21 or maybe got married in 2004. I don't know. It's
so many options.
Yeah. All right. I have been a listener for a few years, and man, the change to Doug and Lauren combination has only made the podcast stronger. They have great chemistry when discussing all things Disney. I love Doug's humor and honesty, as well as Lauren's tips and tricks. I love that they are not Orlando locals, and so give a perspective I can really relate to. Keep up the great work. I also love the Patreon after shows.
Oh,
that's a great review.
That's a great review. Thank you, Mel.
Perfect
That's
timing.
awesome.
I love that review.
That was perfect timing.
Means
that was
a lot.
super sweet. Yeah.
Yes, that's a good pick. That's why we read it. It's like a nice pick me up, and it gets us ready to do a show. And today's show, we crowdsourced. We wanted your opinions and your unwritten rules of Walt Disney World. So we will have those after this break. Hey, Nebraska rope droppers. Getting to the magic just got easier. The Lincoln Airport now offers nonstop flights to Orlando twice a week on Breeze Airways. Every Wednesday and Saturday. Skip the layovers and get straight to Mickey faster than ever. I've flown Breeze myself. It's a great experience with one of the youngest fleets in the sky, flying only Airbus A220s. So next time you're planning a Disney vacation, start at Lincoln Airport, your shortcut to the magic. And we are back. All right, guys, it is time for the unwritten rules of Walt Disney World. Like, they should just write them all down. So instead of doing that, we're going to say them. And we're not just going to say ours. We're going to say yours. Right, Lauren?
Yes, we asked Patreons. We asked Facebook and Instagram what everyone's... Oh, and Threads. Almost forgot Threads. What everyone's unwritten rules about going to the Disney parks is.
Yes. So we have a bunch of them. We had a bunch of them. Turns out you have the same bunch. So we're just going to say a couple that are really important to us first. We're going to say them out loud. You can scroll them down if you want, or go copy and paste the transcription. Sometimes podcasts are more fun to read than to listen to. I'm not going to lie. There's some that are hilarious to read. Anyway, that's a whole different subject. With
You've done that? I have never done that.
I'll tell you about that in the after show as well. I can't say that on the regular air about what I'm reading. So let's start with your first one that's near and dear to your heart, Lauren.
Yes. So, pet peeve of mine, if your group is walking in the middle of the park and you need to stop for whatever reason, please pull over. It is like a parade. You don't just stop because you're going to make everyone behind you bonk into you. You have to pull over. You have to.
Have you ever hit anybody with a stroller when they just stop?
We have come very close.
I'm guilty.
Have you?
Oh, yeah. Like somebody just like stopped, and a double stroller has got a lot of momentum.
Yeah.
Especially the older ones. Like when my kids were in a double stroller, those were heavier. They aren't the city minis you have today, folks.
No. And we gosh, back like early on, we would do the Bob strollers even because that's what we had at home.
Yeah.
Those are huge. So you could take someone out with that. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't remember personally doing that. I mean, maybe Jake did, but it's not hard. So pull over. We've been guilty of this. Like I will have a kid say something that just makes us stop, like whatever it is that surprised us. And then I have to be like, guys, we are being those people. We need to move over. So I get sometimes you don't catch it right away, but as soon as you do, move over.
Yeah. I've said, hey, we're those people. And then we all go, oh, and panic, right?
Yes, exactly.
It happens. It happens. But I also think it's crazy that people will stop in the middle of Main Street and pull the map out, like the paper map. Like you had the whole travel time here to look at the app and have a clue. And you didn't. You chose not to. That kind of leads into mine. All right. Mine is not so much at the park, although it can be, is planning, a planning rule, not to take advice from the wrong person. Now, that's not to say that Lauren and I are superior and the utmost expert on everything Disney, right? There's blind spots, but there's a lot of bad advice out there. And let's look at once you're at the park. The bus drivers, I think they just tell you things to screw with you. I honestly believe they're making stuff up just to like mess with people.
Mm-hmm.
The other people not to take advice from necessarily are in line with you. Say you're staying at a value resort, enjoying your time, having a great time, and then you start getting advice about these, after the park closes certain days of the week, you can do extra time at certain parks because you stay on property. From a deluxe person that doesn't really even understand that perk is only deluxe, because I've heard it. I've been told that by people. I'm like, well, where are you staying? Oh, you're deluxe. I'm at Art of Animation, so I cannot do that. Right? So that's another example. Or another great example is that family that goes once every year, right? You know them at home, they're helping you out. They should know a lot, but they stay at All Star Music every time. And then you ask, what resort would be good for us? And you're a family of 5. And they're like, one of the All Stars. Well, that's not always the answer, right? Just because it works for them and they repeat. And like, I know a family that lives near me. I'll just say that. They stay at All Star, not sports, not music every time. And they eat at 9 Dragons every time they go to Epcot because it's their favorite Walt Disney World restaurant. After that statement, everything else to me is discredited. Correct?
That's a lot to unpack. Yeah. That's a lot.
9 Dragons.
I run into that too. People are like, I went 3 years ago. Let me tell you, blah, blah, blah. And so I still have people asking me like, well, do I need a park reservation that have like, the normal tickets? So just be aware of who you're getting advice from and how old that advice is. That's the number one thing I see is sometimes that advice that made sense 2 or 3 years ago doesn't apply anymore.
If they say the great movie ride is fantastic, you don't want to miss it. Might not be the person to listen to.
Or my personal favorite is when they refer to Hollywood Studios as MGM.
Hey, now that's an honest mistake.
That's an old mistake. That's dated.
Fine. I was getting ready to call it Disney XL Park or Park XL or whatever. Do you remember when they?
Oh yeah, when they were
shot out like 4 or 5 names.
They were all bad.
It was like, the XL was my favorite. First of all, because it's the smallest park. Like,
yeah,
we're gonna call it XL, and it's literally the smallest park. Kudos, Disney. You did it.
I'm glad that they kept it. They must have listened.
I still wonder if when Monsters Inc. is getting close to finished up, like if we'll see a new name then, right? In 2027.
Why do they hate the name? I understood MGM. We had to move away from.
Yeah, that was a contract issue, right? They've moved so far away from the theme of it. Like, honestly, there are people that will see the backside of, the Ewok village at outside of Star Tours and be like, why is that not finished? Right? Because it was supposed to be like a movie set from the one direction and from the other, like the backside. And I mean, that's right there next to Backlot Express where it's full of props. So it should make sense. And the Indiana stunt show where they're trying to show you how movies are made. But other than that corner of the park, nothing else is about movies being made anymore, right? It's all gone.
That's true, but I guess I don't view the term Hollywood as like just movies being made.
I don't either, but
embraces movies, which is
right.
what it does.
That's all it is. Yeah, that's all movies. Yeah. It still works, but the vision of it is gone.
Yeah, but the name still works.
The name still works.
Yeah.
They just need to decide what to do with the one corner of the park to change the vision of it, or just like, it is what it is. I'm just shocked Star Tours has survived this whole time.
Just leave it alone. I like my Star
don't
Tours.
touch it.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it. All right. Should we get on to the patrons?
Yes.
From Patreon Facebook. All right. We asked you to share your unwritten rules. The first one from Kent Mullins. Sir Kent Mullins says, don't block an entire walkway and walk slow. So he's not saying don't stop. He's taking this a step further. Don't walk like 4 across slowly. Single file, 2x2. Walk fast, people. Kent's in a hurry. He's busy doing all the attractions in one day. So
Well, I agree. Make room so people can pass you if you're going to go slow, right?
And I will like to say Melissa and Ryan said, I second this and preach. So big fans of that one. All right. Melissa, I'll just butcher your last name. Biskubik.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Have your park entrance and lightning lane entrance method, i.e. magic band, phone, resort key, ready before, that was in all caps like when my mom texts, you get to the tap point. Get your crap together, people.
This is our pet peeve too, right? Like,
we go a step further. We're like, don't use your phone, though.
we do.
We go a step beyond this.
Like an adult only in charge of yourself, use your phone. You're fine. If you're more than one person that's going to rely on a phone, get something else. Get a magic band, get a key card, get anything else.
Your family of 6, magic bands or key cards, only option. It should be a rule. We're writing it now. But yeah, so have it out of your pocket. Like, don't get up there and then like, oh, let me dig for it now. Right?
Right. And
I don't know what voice that was.
I'm not sure either. That was questionable.
Should I do it more?
No, thank you.
Okay.
But they should have it ready. And if you're not ready, again, move over. I'm just going to use my directional hands for the people watching video here. That drives me crazy. It's then they have to get organized and then they block all the tap styles. So like no one can go around them either. It drives me crazy.
My kids will find a way around. Don't worry.
My kids will sit there and tap their foot and look frustrated.
They used to be like that. Give your kids a couple more years. All right.
Okay.
Bobby Hughes. So Bobby, all right. He sent me a very nice message the other day. All right. Help out the parents that need it. Show grace to the ones in mid-meltdown. Remind them that they're doing great. We've all been there and possibly will be again. LOL. Make time for breaks, naps, or quiet time. Have a plan, but be flexible and hydrate. Those are his unwritten rules. So I like the give some grace to the parents. Like, I've been on the monorail where kids just like losing it. Like they're headed back for that nap. And the kids they didn't quite make it. And the parents are like apologizing to me. I'm like, I do not care.
Right.
I've been there.
Kid. Yeah.
I'm just glad I don't have to get off with them, right?
Well, I'm just glad that I don't have to deal with it. So like if you have to deal with it, you have all my sympathy. Like I am here to support you. I don't mind. I'm just glad it's not my kid doing it because I don't have to deal with it. But no, I agree. Give those parents of the young kids a break. They need it.
Yeah. They'll appreciate that. And the other ones are great. Yeah. Have that nap time, quiet time. Have a flexible plan.
Right, because young kids will change that too.
Yep.
You have one plan and they change it for you.
I think hydrate's a written rule. I think Disney's written that down. Like you need to hydrate. I don't know. They should.
Think?
It should be on your park admission. All right. The next comment on Rope Drop Patreon is Lauren Shields. We record Tuesday night. I didn't need to read that one. I just wanted to. All right.
You missed one.
I'm not done yet. Not done yet, Lauren.
Oh, I jumped ahead. Sorry.
All right. Heather Honeycutt. All right. She's got several in here. They're numbered. Oh, it still goes. Okay. Number 1, do not stop in the middle of the path, especially at Hollywood Studios. Step over to the side. She's more concerned at Hollywood Studios, though. Like, okay, I guess probably narrowest. Magic Kingdom has probably the narrowest little spots, but yeah.
Wow. And I'm just thinking about when you're there and all the shows get out at the same time.
Oh.
That is the worst. I'm like, oh, we hit this
stop
wrong.
like 3 feet out. Like,
yep.
There's not a whole theater behind you, sir. All right, Number 2. Do not bring a backpack with metal zippers. They'll likely get dinged at the security checkpoint. I don't know what kind of zippers you have on your backpack, Heather, but I've been fine with my zipperage.
I never have. I read that
usually
too.
The batteries that ding me. If I have too many batteries with me.
Batteries, or if we have too many water bottles.
Yeah, the metal water bottles. The other thing that can ding you is having 50 buttons in a backpack. That will do it. And then they'll question, why do you have 50 buttons? And we're like, meeting up with people? Yeah.
And
that
then
happened.
did they just let it go?
They just thought I was a nerd. Okay. Number 3, be prepared for your stroller to be moved while you're on an attraction. That's why people suggest you put a ribbon or balloon on it. That is a good point we don't talk about.
Yes.
Like, they're constantly reorganizing the strollers to consolidate it because they park it, people take it, it leaves a hole, they scoot your stroller over, and yeah, they can move.
That happens all the time. So don't freak out if you come out and your stroller is not where you left it. The cast members moved it to make it more organized. It's somewhere nearby.
Yeah, that was one nice thing towards the very end of our stroller days. Like, we already had a double stroller that we bought for the purpose of taking to Disney World. But like the last couple trips, the rental market was starting to exist. So ours stuck out like a sore thumb between the rentals and the Disney rentals. So it was very easy to find.
Third-party rentals, they'll put your name on it pretty big. Like they make it really easy.
But there's also 50 of them that say Kingdom Strollers. You can find a link on our website, ropedrop.pod. Rent from Kingdom Strollers through our link on our website. Anyway, but they put your name on it, but like a balloon or something else on the handle still helps.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good one.
Because there's a lot of Kingdom strollers that can be rented through our website at ropedrop.pod.
Shameless plug.
No, it's not even shameless, Lauren. Just a plug. All right. Saving places in line for large groups is very frowned upon. A 1 to 2 person bathroom save makes sense. However, I would argue that is not frowned down upon for character meet and greets on a cruise. That is a weird exception to nobody. Also, don't ask if you can jump in front to catch up to the rest of your group ahead and then bring 4 other people with you as you cut. IRL happened to me on Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, like if there's one person up ahead and you got 4 or 5 people coming in, that's not saving it. One person catching up with 4 or 5
is okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, I agree.
We're in agreement.
And you know who takes advantage of it the most? At least I noticed this over spring break. Is the teenagers are sometimes the worst offenders.
Teenagers are the worst
offenders of this rule.
Period. I only have 2 teenagers now, so I'm getting slightly less teenagered around here. So how about that?
Yeah, there was, like some band camps or something else going on when we were down there. So it was a little bit out of control. Oof. But that was annoying because they would just bring in, and I've seen them at Universal. I've seen them go down the regular line and then cut over to the express line, like after the touch point and not get in trouble. And I'm like, come on, boys. Sorry, I just pointed out what gender it was.
Sounds right, though.
Trying to stay neutral. It didn't work.
All right. It's over to you on whichever app you're apping now.
First one, Abby Workman Rem says,
okay.
Oh, I didn't go in order, but
that's as long as you have an order.
I have an order, which is top to bottom. Repeat, don't buy the first thing you see over and over and over again.
Don't snack? Souvenir? Abby, work with me here. What am I buying over and over?
I know. Now I'm wondering what she's meant by that.
I know, Abby.
Because there's another comment, but I realized that I read that I thought this related to, but that it's on Instagram. Do you think she just likes to buy a lot of stuff?
Maybe.
So she has to tell herself not to? Which I get.
Yeah.
We've been there. We've been there.
Okay. All right, we'll move on. Abby will have to clarify for us next week.
Yes, let us know.
We'll let you all know. We're all on a cliffhanger.
Okay. Wendy Myers-Leary says, at resorts, the people at the bus stop first get on first. I know.
Why? I just walked up and everybody was chilling back in the shade and the bus is pulling up, so I just stood right in the front.
That drives me crazy.
Oh, I know. I can't stand it. So
I have firmly told my kids, because we've been the ones walking up, and I said, we were here last. We wait. Yeah. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yep. So they're good about it now. But yeah, let those other people on first. Yeah. They could have been waiting there a long time.
That's a good one, Wendy.
Yeah. Christy Amons says, ooh, I have another one. Don't judge a resort by its internal bus loop.
Oh, so like the moderates? Yeah, I mean, if that's how you ranked resorts, the moderates would all be like right? Because they
Do
have an
you-
internal bus loop.
Right. But do you judge a resort based on that? Because I
it's
do.
part of it, yeah. But
I hate it.
I can't stand it. The older I've gotten, the worse it's gotten for me, too. We did Riverside all the time when the kids were little. I don't know how, looking back. How did we survive that? I don't know.
I don't know. So that's interesting because I like how Riverside looks better than
it's
French
gorgeous.
Quarter.
Gorgeous.
But I always pick French Quarter because I don't want to have to deal with the internal bus loop. Yeah. So maybe what we would say is try out those resorts.
Try it. Give it a whirl. You might like it.
So we can support you on that, Christy. Try them, but also be forewarned. Abby Workman-Rem says, don't skip the line even if you have to go to the bathroom really bad.
There we go. Back to the cutting. But, don't have an accident.
No. We've taken a kid out of a line that had to pee really bad. And
I've done it once.
We were better for it. Yeah. Because she would have, it was Rise of the Resistance. Oh my God. Every time we got on that line for years until her bladder grew, she'd be like, I have to go to the bathroom and I can't hold it. Painful. Anyway.
Children.
Yep. Back to Christy Amons. Accept in advance that you'll never accomplish everything you want to do. Your trip could be 30 days long and there will still be something you wanted to do but never got around to. Isn't that why we all keep going back?
Exactly. That's a really good unwritten rule right there.
Yeah.
It's now written in stone.
We had a really long Christmas trip, like 2020, like more than 7 days. I think we were there almost 10 days and still didn't get to everything. And that was in COVID when lots of things were shut down.
Our first 10-day trip type of thing or 9-day trip, we kept saying like, oh, we can do that next. We can do that.
Yes.
And then those days come, you're like, crap. Yeah.
Yep.
It's amazing how you get kind of laid back and then doesn't happen.
It's crazy. So much
to do.
And
the kids remember what you promised them.
They do. So you better deliver. Don't make promises you can't keep.
No.
Callie Brock Culp says, this might be an actual rule, but please wait for your entire party before you get in line. This is a popular theme.
The rope droppers are serious about the line getting in. I've said it before, so I feel like we got the right people listening to the show these days.
Yeah. No, we agree with you. Yeah, agree. And that's it for Facebook.
All right. On to Threads, where we have comments. All right. Here's where there's not really names. There's usernames. Agent Kit. Agent Kit. Agent A Kit? Agent A Kit. Okay. No flash photography, especially on Soarin'. Ruined my ride to see the camera flash on the screen. All right. I don't know if they tell you that before Soarin', so maybe it is unwritten at Soarin'. It is definitely written on dark rides. But yeah, Soarin's a weird one. Why is your phone out, people? Because I think they say don't even get them out. I think they say stow.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? You shouldn't even be in your hands. Nothing in your hands on Soarin'. That's the rule. I've filmed a little bit of Soarin', I'm not going to lie. But my flash wasn't on. That's crazy talk.
Yeah, don't do your flash. That's annoying.
Okay. Here's another stroller walking related one.
Okay.
That I think a lot of people aren't aware they're doing until they're pushing a stroller or a wheelchair. Okay. Don't cut off wheelchairs or strollers when you're going against the flow of traffic. I seriously had one guy T-bone my stroller with his stroller during rope drop, and he didn't even apologize, just kept going, cutting off more people. And when I was in a mobility scooter, the amount of people oblivious to those below eye level is insane. Yeah, Claire in the wheelchair was harder than a stroller. One, she's a lot heavier than a kid in a stroller. So you can't stop on a dime when you're pushing a wheelchair or those scooters. So don't step right in front of me unless you want your ankle broken. There, I said it.
Yeah.
I agree wholeheartedly with... Oh, I forgot to say who wrote that. Family Travel Folio on Threads. So, yeah, go give them a follow.
Yeah.
I
So
just
I have saved my children's lives a few times because they would try to step in front of a scooter.
and you just
that
yank
just
them
were not
out
aware.
like.
Yep, I would grab them and be like, "Oh no, we're not. Don't do that." And then every time I'm like, "This is why we don't do it because that scooter's going to win and you're going to lose."
All right. Next up, Kraus Mouse Adventures. Our YouTube friends, go check out their YouTube channel while you're on YouTube checking out our channel. Leaving a comment about the stuffy of the week. Okay. If you're going to record a full fireworks show, hold your phone at eye level, not over your head. I mean, it looks so much better up there, though. Like, I'm not that tall. I want to see it. You're never watching that video, people. You're never going to watch it. Don't. Just watch it. Unless you have a social media account that's waiting for you to post something about fireworks, just enjoy the fact that you don't have that. And just watch it. Snap a picture. It'll be blurry and horrible because you don't do it all the time. But just snap a picture, post that for your friends. I wish I didn't have to video some things for our social media. Sometimes I'm like, it'd be nice just to watch.
Yeah. I agree with that.
So enjoy the fact that you don't have that burden. Did I sound really first world problems there?
A little bit, friend.
And like Mouse Kraus, like he's filming for YouTube. Go watch his videos.
Yeah.
All right. Back to Family Folio. Don't shove your phone in a character's face, especially when another family is having their moment. Wait your turn. Be respectful. Yeah, some people get aggressive.
Yeah, especially with those wandering characters, like where they don't have a formal line.
I don't like those.
It's a little cutthroat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I love a line for a character. You heard me, Galaxy's Edge. You heard me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right. Mousecraft Adventures, back again. Don't talk on the rides. Haunted Mansion monologue, responding in Guardians, talking on the phone, etc. Only laughs, wee, and screams aloud.
Oh.
Yeah.
I agree with this one. And like, how many times? Well, you never come into Guardians.
No,
the pre-show.
No, I've done it twice. It's enough.
I don't know how many times I've been in there where he says, "What do these people even call themselves?" And someone will always yell alcoholics because we're in Epcot, right? Everyone's drinking. Mm-hmm. So it was funny the first time. But like the 10th time, it's not very funny.
So when I went on it, it was still really, really, really new, like first month of operation. So things like that weren't happening yet. So.
Someone always has an answer. Like I don't remember a time where no one says anything anymore.
All right. We got 4 more on threads, all from backtothemouse.com.
Oh, Joe. Thanks, Joe.
Go check out backtothemouse.com, the sponsor of the word of the day on Rope Drop on Deck. He's picking out the words now. Basically, I've outsourced my laziness, Lauren.
He's picked some interesting words, but better than what you had going before you let him take over.
Yeah, I've
what was that awful word you had?
There was several.
There was one that was so bad I texted Michelle and I said, "I'm so glad you weren't on this week because this sounds awful."
Oh, it was with Alden. It was poop deck.
No.
Yeah. No.
Was it?
Yeah. Oh, no, wet head. Yes. It's when a bathroom has a shower that doesn't have a door. And so the whole head, a bathroom on a boat is called a head. And so it's when the whole thing gets wet from the shower. So.
And this is why we will not be having word of the day on Rope Drop Radio.
But there are some on like the handicap accessible bathrooms on some cruise lines are all wet heads still. You still see them. Okay. They're out there. Not so much on Disney. I
you to say the word. Let's just move on.
Got it. No, it's on you, Lauren. It's on you. All right. Back to the Mouse says, if you want a good spot for the parade, show up early. Don't try to push your way to the front. Past people that already waited there. That's a good unwritten rule right there. All right.
Yeah.
Yep. Next up. You can hold your kids on your hip during fireworks. They don't need to go on your shoulders. There you go. Perfect. That's finally somebody said it. No shoulder
short
kids.
Person's pet peeve. Yeah.
Yeah. And the only people putting their kids on their shoulders are like already 6'5". I don't understand. Your child's taller than me. It's just
the other issue, and he doesn't say it because he's too polite to say it, but he's told me Joe has witnessed a child that fell and was pretty hurt. So it's also just not safe.
No, and it's in the dark, and it was
at the parks.
They're tired.
He said this was pretty awful fall. So it's not safe. Yeah.
All right. Don't threaten to take your kids back home if they are misbehaving. Everyone, including your kids, knows that's not true. Laughing emoji. Yeah, kids aren't dumb.
Although, that's a threat that doesn't work there.
I made a threat to Alden one time on a cruise, followed through. He did not get ice cream that night. So, but on a cruise is very different.
Was he young enough? Because as soon as Luke was like 12, he was sneaking ice cream behind our backs.
He was still younger than that. Yeah.
Okay. Because Luke was like hit 11 or 12 and realized he could just go do it. Yeah. No one would know.
So the next night, it was like, dude, do you not want ice cream again tonight? And then he shaped up. So
it worked.
It was like the day 2 or 3 of a 7-night cruise. So
it happens.
And the girls were like, we got ice cream and you didn't, for the rest of the cruise. And it's like, dude, there's no shortage of ice cream. We were all fine. All right. Last one from Back to the Mouse. Last one on Threads. Kindness and patience goes a long ways, both to fellow park goers and cast members. I think that is the most important unwritten rule right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Treat Lauren. The cast members with respect. Don't yell at them when it's not their fault. I feel so bad for them sometimes, the things we've seen. So be nice to them.
Absolutely.
Okay, Instagram. Touring and Cruises says, take the photo, then take one more. Disney lighting can work wonders. So she says, take all the photos.
Why not? I mean, buy all the extra storage with iCloud and just keep snapping.
Well, to be fair, Annette's daughter, Nicole, is very good with her photography skills and has taught me something. So she can take all the pictures that she wants. Next one is from Danielle at Touring and Cruises. Shout out to Danielle. Pad in some extra days for pool and resort time.
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. If it works with your schedule, do it because you're going to be tired and you're going to need a day off.
Yeah.
Yes. Miller Vacations Voyages. Hi, Steph. If you see something you think you want to buy it. You can return it later, but never assume your size will still be around in a couple days. Also, what if you think you will get back to that same store again, but you don't?
Right. And you may not be at the big store at the front of the park. We've said that before.
Yeah.
Buy it
Sometimes
when you
it's at some random little place and you never see it again.
Yeah.
So if you see something you want, just buy it. I agree with her.
It stinks carrying it around. But and I don't know. Sometimes you can send it back to the front of the park. Are they doing that again?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. They used to be so good about helping you buy things, but they quit at COVID and then it just hasn't been the same. So
and ask, like, if you see something and you don't like that you saw earlier and you decide you want to buy it, ask, because we've had a time where we were looking for a specific stuffy or a toy or whatever, and the cast members will actually call around to the other stores and see if they can find it for you and tell you where to go.
I was on a trip with the guys and Michelle's like, they just came out with rose gold ears. We went and looked for these ears everywhere. And finally, I think Alex just asked and they're like, it sounds like they're only left at the Animal Kingdom. And we were going to the Animal Kingdom later that same day.
Now that worked out.
It worked out and then went straight to the shop. And then I was like, where are they? And they're like, they're over there. And there was a whole stack of them, even though at the Emporium, it was an empty rack, right? So I got Michelle her first set of rose gold ears by asking where they were. And
we've lucked out at Animal Kingdom. There are things sold out at the Emporium, and that's where they tend to be, because I think people do less shopping there. They wait till they're at Magic Kingdom to go to the bigger store.
Or they've done the shopping early on, right? And Animal Kingdom, people aren't there looking for their Disney trinkets.
No.
Yeah.
No. So that's a good place to go. Sarah Nicole 594 says parade time equals prime ride time.
Not wrong.
The parade mixed with the fireworks now, there's a lot of wait times that go down. So if you are not a parade and fireworks person, if you already seen it and you just want to skip it, that is a great time to go on rides.
True.
Yep. She also says snacks count as meals. Mickey shaped means it's justified.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shape anything like Mickey, it's better.
It's a meal. I agree.
At Disneyland Paris, their pizza is Mickey shaped.
Is it good?
None of the food at Disneyland Paris is necessarily good, so no.
So I'm worried because we're trying to go this summer, and I hear that they're not too good with the gluten-free. So
They're not too good with just food. It's bizarre. You're in Paris where, food is supposed to be good. And then
I know.
we one time just got sandwiches from the train station outside of the park.
Is it like a short walk?
Yeah, you have to like go past the train station to get to all the other hotels other than the one that's connected to the park. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were trying to figure out like what are we going to do with the gluten-free child because
there's also
Debbie's struggling.
McDonald's and I don't know if Earl's Sandwich does gluten-free stuff. They might.
So I heard that they do, but like they run out. So it just depends on how you hit it and if they made it that day. Yeah.
If
If
there's
they decided to do it that day.
ennui about their desire to cater to the gluten-free that day.
Yep. Yeah. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's it for Unwritten Rules on Instagram.
There you go. That is the unwritten rules from you, the listeners of Rope Drop Radio. And I feel like I learned that our listeners want order and safety and politeness. So I think the big takeaways are don't cut in line, be nice to cast members, no shoulder kids, and
move out of the way if you have to stop.
Move out of the way. Use your blinkers. Get over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't cut off.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Did you want to mention the honorable mentions real quick?
We could. Yeah, we did a little bit just if we had some time. First one is mobile order early.
Yeah.
Seriously, parents, do this before your kids are starving and hangry and unhappy. So we've said this before on the show. I think you do the same thing. We are ordering lunch at like 9:30 or 10 because you don't click that you're there until you're ready to eat. So just order early, have it ready to go, and then lunch will go much smoother.
And I rent a car quite often when we drive to the parks. Take a picture of your parking spot number and the row that you're in. Like it's a combination of things. Not all the lots have numbers for each spot, but the row is numbered.
Yeah.
And then there's a different character associated with that row. So make sure you know where it's at because I've searched for a car before at Epcot on the day we were flying home.
Oh, that is bad.
It was like, oh crap. And then we're all hot and sweaty. It was not ideal.
We rented a car one spring break and Jake was usually the car driver and he was meeting us down a few days later because of work. And my kids were young and I could not find the car at Hollywood Studios because that was Dad's job, but I forgot Dad wasn't there. Ugh. Oh, they will not let me live that down. They're like, you walked around that stupid parking lot clicking for it to start beeping for like 15 minutes.
At least you could click something, right? Like imagine our parents in a parking lot like that looking for the car.
That must be horrible. So yeah, pay attention to where you park.
Yeah.
Learn from us. Bus etiquette, make sure you go to the back of the bus, especially at peak times like rope drop or after fireworks. We've talked about this before. People just sit in the middle. And that was the worst. There's people coming on that have a stroller that can't get up to the high part in the back and they can't fit a stroller back there, like a double stroller. Mm-hmm. So if you don't have some sort of stroller or wheelchair or whatever, please move on to the back.
Yep. Fill it from the back to the front. It's more efficient, gets more people on, gets you moving faster.
Yes.
Yeah, so they like to pixie dusting. So you hear stories about pixie dust and how magical things are. Yeah, you can't ask for it.
No,
asking for
that takes away
like the opposite of what we'll get.
There's no magic if you have to ask for it. Yeah, just let that happen when it will. Not all bubbles are created equal. Your bubble wand is magical until you turn it into a bubble cannon and put it in someone's face. I've had this happen to me several times, especially in line, and it drives me crazy. I don't mind the bubbles if we're outside. I don't want your kid to put it in my face.
And like when the kid's just like laying it off to the side and they have their finger on the trigger and it's just going and they're not even looking at it. Like, but it's hitting me. Like, for real? Like, what enjoyment is your child getting? You're just wasting bubble solution at this point and ruining the environment.
They are. Yeah.
So, there you go. That is our unwritten rules. We're going to move on to our after show where we kind of talk about something pretty crazy that's coming up. And then, follow us on social media on all the things at Rope Drop Radio. Make sure if you're planning a trip to reach out to our friends at Touring and Cruises at touringandcruises.com. And Lauren, there was another Disney Cruise Line discount that dropped today, wasn't there?
There is. It's crazy. They're taking a higher percentage off certain sailings for placeholders if you have a placeholder. And this is the first time I've ever seen this. They're letting you use them for concierge on specific sailings, which we've never seen before. So
maybe it's time to not send like 4 ships to the Bahamas. Just saying.
It was interesting. Like there was some ones I didn't think would be on there, like in Alaska. That was kind of interesting.
So check that out. Reach out to our friends at Touring Cruises. And if you're in Nebraska and need to get to Orlando or Disneyland, nonstop on Breeze from Lincoln Airport, nonstop to the magic. All right, there we go. We're going to get on to our after show. Make sure to give it a follow over there. And we're going to talk about something pretty exciting, different. It's going to be an adjustment. Okay. Yeah. All right, that's all I'll say. Well, for Lauren, I'm Doug. This has been another Rope Drop Radio. Hey, Rope Droppers. Thanks for watching this whole video. Why don't you take a moment to make sure you subscribe, watch the next thing, last thing, try to watch something else, but make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching Rope Drop Radio.